Hello everyone and welcome to the Life Stories channel. Today we are talking about Taylor Swift. Taylor Allison Swift was born on December 13th, 1989 in Reading, Pennsylvania. Her father, Scott Kingsley Swift, is a former stockbroker for Merrill Lynch. Her mother, Andrea Gardner Swift, is a former homemaker who previously worked as a mutual fund marketing executive. Swift spent her early days on her family's Christmas tree farm in nearby Wyoming, which her father purchased from one of his clients. Swift has Scottish heritage and was named after singer-songwriter James Taylor. Her younger brother, Austin Kingsley Swift, is an actor. Swift's great-great-grandfather on her father's side was an Italian immigrant entrepreneur and community leader who opened a slew of businesses in Philadelphia in the 1800s. Her grandmother had been a professional opera singer, and Swift soon followed in her musical footsteps, because by the age of 10, Swift was singing at a variety of local events, including fairs and contests, and she sang the Star-Spangled Banner at a Philadelphia 76ers basketball game at the age of 11, and began writing her own songs and learning guitar at 12 years old. To pursue her music career, Swift often visited Nashville, Tennessee, the country music capital. There she co-wrote songs and tried to land a recording contract. Noting her dedication, Swift and her family moved to nearby Hendersonville, Tennessee in an attempt to further Swift's career. A stellar performance at the Bluebird Cafe in Nashville helped Swift get a contract with Scott Borchetta's Big Machine Records. She released her first single, Tim McGraw, in 2006. And the song became a top 10 hit on the country charts. It also appeared on their self-titled debut album in October of that same year, which went on to sell more than 5 million copies. More popular singles soon followed, including Our Song, a #1 country music hit, Teardrops on My Guitar, Picture to Burn, and Should Have Said No, which were also successful tracks. Swift also received critical praise for her debut effort. She won the Horizon Award from the Country Music Association and the Academy of Country Music Award for Top New Female Vocalist in 2007. Swift next released Sounds of the Season, the Taylor Swift Holiday Collection that year. Her renditions of Silent Night and Santa Baby were modest hits on the country charts. In 2008, Swift was nominated for a Grammy in the Best New Artist category and won other accolades, including the ACM's Female Vocalist of the Year award. Around this time, Swift released her new album, Fearless, which hit the top of both the country and pop charts and stayed there for 11 weeks. By the end of the year, Swift had become the highest-selling country music artist of 2008. One of Swift's earliest musical memories is listening to her maternal grandmother, Marjorie Finley, sing in church. As a child, she enjoyed Disney film soundtracks. My parents noticed that once I had run out of words, I would just make up my own, Swift says. Swift has said she owes her confidence to her mother, who helped her prepare for class presentations as a child. She also attributes her fascination with writing and storytelling to her mother. Swift was drawn to the storytelling aspect of country music and was introduced to the genre listening to the great female country artists of the 90s, Shania Twain, Faith Hill, and the Dixie Chicks. Twain, both as a songwriter and performer, was her biggest musical influence. Swift's early career as a country singer-songwriter plays an important role in shaping the modern country music scene. New York journalist Jody Rosen asserts that Swift is the first country artist whose fame reaches the world beyond the US. Following Swift's rise to fame, country labels have become more interested in signing young singers who wrote their own music. With her autobiographical narratives revolving around romance and heartbreak, which defy traditionally conservative values represented in country music, Swift introduces the genre to a younger generation that can relate to her personal struggles. In an interview with The New Yorker, Swift characterized herself primarily as a songwriter. "I write songs, and my voice is just a way to get those lyrics across." In her early songs, Swift's life experiences were a common inspiration. Employing a diaristic approach, Swift began writing a song by identifying an emotion before proceeding with the melody. She described songwriting as a way to help her get through love and loss and sadness and loneliness and growing up. Swift's personal life has been the subject of widespread media attention. In 2013, Abercrombie & Fitch marketed a slogan t-shirt with a slut-shaming remark directed towards her. Rolling Stone remarked upon her polite manner, "If this is a Swift's game face, it must be tattooed on because it never drops," and noted her ease with glad handing. The Hollywood Reporter described Swift as the best people person since Bill Clinton. While presenting Swift with an award for humanitarian endeavors in 2012, Michelle Obama described her as an artist who has rocketed to the top of the music industry but still keeps her feet on the ground, someone who has shattered every expectation of what a 22-year-old can accomplish. Swift is one of the most followed people on social media. As of December 2020, she has approximately 145 million followers on Instagram, 87 million followers on Twitter, and 39 million followers on YouTube. She is known for her frequent and friendly online interactions with her fans. She has visited fans in hospital and delivered holiday gifts to them by mail and in person, an event dubbed Swiftmas, and considered it her responsibility to be conscious of her influence on young fans. She has called her relationship with her fans the longest and the best she has ever had. Often labelled by the media as America's sweetheart, a sobriquet based on her down-to-earth personality and girl-next-door image, Swift insists she does not live by all these rigid, weird rules that make me feel all fenced in. I just like the way that I feel like, and that makes me feel very free. Swift is one of a few artists that have been sending money to fans experiencing financial issues during the coronavirus pandemic, but today, Rolling Stone reports that Swift is supporting a Nashville record store too. Grimey's new and pre-loved music had to close its doors and send their employees home for the lockdown. And like many independent record stores, the shop was facing an uncertain future after the pandemic. Swift decided to help the record store out and is paying their employee wages and 3 months of healthcare costs. The record shop co-owner, Doyle Davis, told Rolling Stone, "I didn't even know we were on her radar, but she just really stepped up to help after the recent tornadoes that struck Nashville and Middle Tennessee, and now she's trying to help a beloved small business in her city. Taylor generously offered some direct relief to my store and to cover 3 months of our healthcare costs for our group insurance plan," he continues. "It's a huge deal to us. And now I have some peace of mind as we apply for small business association loans to pay rent, vendors, and other expenses. This assistance from Miss Swift helps us give a real shot at coming back on the other side of this." It's safe to say that Taylor Swift is not great behind the mic, on stage, or during any type of humanitarian efforts, but she's also a really awesome and down-to-earth person. And that's it today, guys. If you like this, then please make sure that you like and subscribe to the channel, and until next time.